And okay. Right, so
Do it.
no, you guys talk now while I set up.
Well, if your internet's bad, is it something you pray for, like IBS or something?
You pray for your IBS.
Like IBS.
You ask.
No, IBM. You pray for IBM.
You ask for people to in your life group. You got IBS, and you're like, I need to. What's the worst? Do y'all want to share the worst prayer request you've ever gotten in your life group?
Yes. Do you have one?
Do I?
No. Does Jawan have one?
I'm sure
that
Jawan
one was
has
up
one.
there. That actually happened. That's why I brought it up.
Somebody had IBS and they wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah, that's what we're praying for this week.
Oh boy!
Well, that's not a bad thing to pray for, is it?
By the way, I gotta go. You guys pray for me. I gotta go.
I gotta go. No, I have to go.
No, like I gotta go.
And I mean, yeah,
Go.
well, I don't think that's the worst.
That's a
prayer
health-related.
request.
That's pretty common. Health-related prayer requests are pretty common.
The thing
it's
was,
awkward
though-
when somebody asks you to pray for something that like theologically disagrees with you. Or it's like, you know, I have this friend of mine who's like, you know, go into these movies and they're PG-13 or something like that. It's like, could you just pray for them?
Concerned for their
And I'm like,
soul.
They still
Okay.
have a collection of Disney VHSs in their basement.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen to them.
My neighbor goes to the Lutheran church. And we're like, okay.
Could you?
They're a
pray to
fan of
God
Smash Mouth. Can you please just pray?
Either change their hearts or kill them.
One of the
Take
two.
them home.
So this is a sound check. How would a sound check usually go at an open mic, gentlemen? I haven't been to many.
Oh,
You don't. There's no sound check. The sound check that's why the first guy doesn't want to go, because that is. I walked in, not even to an open mic. I got the guy was like, "I'm doing a show. Do you want to come be part of it?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I walked in, and it was literally 10 minutes before. He's like, "Oh, they don't have any speakers or microphones."
That almost happened to me and Isaac Whitty a couple of weeks ago.
or a stage, or lights, or
Yeah.
anything.
Well, luckily, I have connections in the church worship world. Actually, one of the guys was coming to see me, and I was like, "Hey, before you leave work, can you grab
Bring
a
some stuff.
microphone?" Yeah.
Well, it's funny because depending on the open mic, if it's going to be an open mic with like a quote unquote normal audience, then yeah, maybe you don't. I don't want to go first, but I don't want to go towards the end. I want to go like 2 or 3 in. But if it's just all comics, just put me up and get me out of here because I don't need to sit through 2 hours of this nonsense.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
One time,
Brian, you are so
welcome
in love tonight.
Welcome to a special 2-hour edition of the Slavic Comics Quarantine.
I cannot wait to get this show started.
Let's do it. Let's do it right now. If you
We've
remember
got
from
comics
last
from all
week,
over.
it mutes the mics when I start the theme song, so we're not gonna be able to talk through them. And I think we need to go.
But we can laugh at Brian.
We need to get it started right now.
Gonna kill the room, gonna talk some smack. Cutting it down like a lumberjack. Come and take a ride in my Cadillac. Kicking it live on the radio. Everybody got a right to know. This ain't my first rodeo. Hit spotlight, here we go. Are you ready for the show? 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 So be our guest, everybody gonna be so blessed.
Yes, welcome to SCQS. My name is John. That's Juwan. That's Brian, who actually started shaking his head before the theme music was over. Like we had 10 seconds to go.
Nothing's happened yet, Brian.
And he was backstage going,
just relax, man. Like my doctor said.
I know. I can see the train coming. I can see the train coming.
I can hear the train a-coming. It's coming down the line.
Down the track. So we've got a really big show tonight.
Wait a minute. We have to say hi to our friends. Hey.
Hey, friends.
Hi.
Just kidding.
Hi,
Amber.
everybody.
Oh, Amber. Hey.
Hi, Amber. Hey, Jessica.
Yes.
Hello.
What's the square emoji? I'm not familiar. Hello, Sarah.
Yeah, some of the emojis don't work. People may have noticed at this point. Some of them do, though.
It just says OBJ, just object 20.
It says like pink hand clap wave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
So don't use any more emojis. Just type it out. Like smiley.
Just type out smiley face.
Yeah. Or
Hashtag enthused.
birthday cake
All right.
confetti.
You can carry
right.
on.
So we have a gigantic show tonight. How big, you ask? Well, if this happy mastodon is representative of a normal show, tonight's show looks a little something like this.
It's Brian's irrational fear night.
Yes.
Because tonight's show is...
I think this is a direct quote of Brian.
Oh, tonight. Okay, we're getting to it, but before I tell you what the show is going to be about tonight and why we are so excited about it, I do want to give a shout out to our clickers. So do I have to play that music too? Is our producer going to do any of that stuff?
I can do it. What do you want? I can do it.
The background music that JT's working on new music for the Cliquers, and he's also working on new music for the theme, but
is it this
we
one?
haven't. That's it. That's the one.
Cliquers will make us cheer. Cliquers are why we're here. Cliquers have got mad skills. Cliquers will give us chills.
You know who you are.
All the rage. Cliquers are live backstage. Cliquers are fresh and clean. Cliquers are lean and mean. Cliquers are on the scene.
You know who you are, you Cliquers. And we love you all the same, but tonight we're giving a special shout out to
Mike Doyle.
Mike
Doyle.
Come on, Brian. And Devin
Moonin.
Thank you to all of our Cliquers. If you would like to join our merry band, it's easy to do. Just go to johnbrandon.com and sign up. And then you will be given access to the effort party, which we are doing tonight. There is an effort party. We have a lot of we have many, many important things to discuss. And so, yeah, they don't know what you're doing.
Brian brought up something with Charles Nelson Riley before, so.
Welcome to the after party. Everyone under 50 has no idea what that is.
So we'll be doing more Charles Nelson Riley in the effort party. And if you would like to join us, you can. Okay.
Yeah. So Sarah asked if there's no JT tonight, and the answer is no, he's not here with us. He's got a show.
Still alive.
And
okay.
He has a show.
The church doesn't even have Wi-Fi, so we can't do a JT cam. However, we do have another special guest that reminds me a little bit of JT, and I don't know when you want to invite him out.
Well, it occurred to me as the theme song was playing that we we made a promise last week.
Yes. Now I'm happy.
Remember?
Oh yeah.
Now I'm
actually
happy.
Forget.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And so why don't we play that video,
Okay.
and then we will keep our promise. And
Okay,
then, so
wait.
so the background is, for those of you who are joining us for the very first time tonight, we have a long and storied past that includes a theme song, our original theme song. We had several to choose from, and one of them we never did figure out what the lyrics are. We never actually used this song officially as our theme song, but it intrigued us for many months.
Because you asked for people to send in, did you mention that? You asked people to contribute theme songs, so they emailed them to us. It'd be pretty silly if we couldn't figure out the theme song lyrics that we wrote ourselves.
We didn't
write them, and somebody emailed them, and so then when we opened it, we were like, what does this say? And the more we listened, the worse it got. So this is what it sounds like, and you will maybe understand better.
It's the Quarantine Show! Ladies and gentlemen, the man who is crushing quarantine when it's not killing him first, Snerd Bertley!
All right, and so we received that
When it's
theme
not
song.
going in front.
When he's not coming in fourth.
Ooh.
And we spent weeks doing exactly what Juwan and Brian are doing.
My best was with a stoplight and a hearse, because that's what it sounded like.
Yeah, we had something about when he's riding a horse, and we had all kinds of guests, and so we had a thing standing for a long time that if we got 100 simultaneous viewers for the live show, we thought
naively.
No problem. We'll get that in a couple of weeks.
That's what we thought.
We'll have it next week. Tell your friends. 150 people.
We were so young and foolish then.
We'll fly right past that. We'll have 1,000 people show up, and we will open the list.
Before we were jaded.
And that was what, 3 years ago? 4 years ago.
I think today is the anniversary of us
quarantine.
And so here it is. This we got this envelope.
Beautiful envelope.
Years ago.
Do
not open before 100 viewers. We never
or
got to
death
100
to
viewers.
our anonymous producer, I believe is the on the back.
We learned from our anonymous producer posthumously.
All we had to do.
That we could open up the lyrics to the delight of Brian Apprille. And so we're going to do that. So this is a monumental episode.
It's going to be a great episode and a terrible episode.
We're going to offset.
We had to bribe Brian somehow, or he won't stay for the end of the show.
It's a bad feeling sandwich. So at the end, we got to do something good.
Some of our long-term listeners are going to be able to sleep. Kevin Thatcher is going to be able to sleep. Sorry, someone had to die for this. Well, so they're still guessing, not throwing a hearse when it's not killing him first. And
if you have final guesses, this is the time.
If you have any guesses, this is the time, because it's
the last call for guesses.
I'm opening the seal.
I think I came close. And one of my hundreds of guesses, I think I come close.
Juwan is just going to wait and hear what it is and go, oh, yeah, I guessed that.
One. I guessed that on...
I like Tabby saying, I think we're about to be disappointed.
We have built it up to an insanely high.
It probably has nothing to do with it's when he's having a sandwich.
What? All right.
When he's
a
Bed Bath & Beyond coupon.
And the lyrics are, ladies and gentlemen, the man who is crushing quarantine.
Handwriting.
Is it in another? I thought it was in another envelope. Envelope inside of an envelope.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man who is crushing quarantine when it's not killing him first.
Somebody guessed that somewhere.
When it's not killing him first. I think that was even guessed tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, was it? Yeah. Good job, everyone.
Twice. And somebody said crushing him first, which is close.
It's close.
I think I said
crushing him first. Luke said if he's not killed by a nurse.
was
so
accurate.
there it is.
That was appropriate at the time of the writing.
The man who's crushing quarantine when it's not killing him first.
All right, good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, it's a great show. How are we going to read the credits?
Gotta go.
No. All right. So the other thing that we have.
I mean, it can be whatever.
There's
The lyrics can be
overcoded
whatever.
verse. All right. So JT is not with us tonight, but we do have a submission, like the producer said, from Snerd Bertley, and he has done another review.
Well, he's ready to do a review tonight, and so he's in a remote location, but he's calling in. And here's the thing about Snerd, everybody, he's a little bit verbose.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Snerd? For those
loquacious, I think would be the.
So
loquacious, a little wordy.
Bring him up.
So if we're ready to bring him in, then everybody just let's hear what he has to say.
And he's doing a review of the Easter show, I believe, correct?
Yes. Doing a review of the Easter show.
That's what he said he was going to do. Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's got an intro.
Welcome to another segment of Snerd Bertley's SCQS Reviews. It has become regrettably vogue lately to make presumptuous distinctions between Season 1 of SCQS and Season 3 of SCQS, as if never the twain should meet, to borrow a well-known platitude. Either stated outright or merely hinted at, the current theory goes as follows. Season 1 of SCQS was more emotional, more urgent, closer to real comedy, whatever that may be. Season 3 of SCQS, on the other hand, we are admonished, takes us into a virtual panoply of hyper-intellectual gambits, is more hirsute or speculative, stocked with comedic complexities, and showing too many signs of the influence of modern comedians. Sometimes it is even not funny, they say. Season 3 of SCQS is accused of lacking the Sturm und Drang of Season 1. Comedy is drowned in the noise, so they can. While the state-sponsored comedians of the ubiquitous Netflix special set are reaching for artifices and reaching back into the archives to pepper their clever monologues with bits of Rowan and Martin, Allen, Brooks, Stiller, Youngman, Dangerfield, and Skelton. But allow me to be one of the first to acknowledge here.
All right. So let's check back in with Snerd a little later and see if he's got anything else to say.
Cool. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So in the meantime, last week we came up with an idea for an event that when this idea came up in Polo, it was immediately jumped upon by everybody except for Brian as probably one of the finest ideas that we've ever had. And so for the context real quickly is that Brian Apprille is a veteran open mic commander. He's a guy who helms open mics, and we have several of my favorite stories have to do with Brian running an open mic room. And so we decided that it was time and it was appropriate.
That's actually the object right there.
For Brian to run an open mic room here on SCQS. And so that's what he's going to do tonight. This is going to be Brian's room, and he is in charge. And we are going to be the open mic comics in turn. And so there are a couple of rules that Brian has to follow, and you guys in the audience will help him stay the course on this. Make sure that he doesn't stray from these rules. The first one is that he must read the intros as provided by the open micers. and you're going to be able to say whatever you want after this, Brian. So you can let him know how you really feel. So he's got to read the intros that we have provided for him, which is one thing that he will not do at a regular open mic, right? If the comic provides an intro, he has the option to not use that intro, but that does not work here. He is compelled to read the intros, and we haven't officially settled on a name for the open mic room, and so I have created some. And they will be popping up whenever Brian, and you must reference it. Okay, coming up next on, and then we will put it up. And so whatever name pops up onto the screen, you must read it exactly as it appears on the screen.
I'm worried I don't have enough material now.
You have more than enough. You could do 30 seconds and have more than enough.
All right.
Like,
and
Juwan can do some material, and then like your friend, Sean can come and do some material, and then maybe Don can come.
Now, and here's the thing. Now that we've presented the context, moving forward, I am going to assume the role of an open micer so that you guys. And I would encourage the rest of you to do the same thing, Juwan and whoever else may show up. But we are going to be playing the role of open micers. And so I will be in character doing what an open micer would do on open mic night.
Which is horrible, soul-crushing comedy.
I do not believe that is true. All right, Brian, it's your show. Take it away.
Yeah, let's start in about 5 minutes. How about that? Let's no, but seriously, that is the point. For those who don't know, open mics are where pretty much there are two types. There's a booked open mic, which people have to sign up for in advance, and the booker kind of knows who's coming. And then there are open mics where anybody can just show up, put their name on the list, and get up and perform. And should I tell one of my stories? Just to give a reference, or
I love open mic stories. They're my favorite.
Maybe I'll save that for the end. The coffee shop. I think I've done it on the show anyway. But the woman who came in and hummed a certain song. Oh. So anyway, you get the worst of the worst of the worst. It's usually.
I want to hear it. I want to hear the story.
Do you remember the story? Okay, so there was an open mic, and this is. I don't know, seemed like 8 days into it because they go on forever. And this woman came up, and she was apparently homeless. And she was also certifiably crazy because she got up and started to hum the Star Spangled Banner with her lips, doing like the... And in between that, she would complain about being homeless. Man, they just walk right by her. They don't even look at you. And it rains on you. And there's very few things that surprise me now, but it just absolutely crushes my soul and spirit. And I immediately want to get up and walk out of the room. So it's going to take every ounce of energy to sit here while they purposefully and meanly crush my spirit. So that's my time. I'm not going to warm up the crowd because I'm just a bitter old comic and I don't care. So that's how we're going to run through. So coming up first, let's do our little thing. Hopefully everybody's bought their drink.
I don't want to go first.
Well, that's not your call, John. You might have to go first if this is your name.
I don't know. I put my name in, but I'm not sure if I'm going to actually be ready to do time yet. I'm waiting for my girlfriends to get here. So, I hope that's okay.
How many people are coming?
Probably like 3 or maybe 4. I don't know, or maybe none.
Are they supposed? When do you know? Do you know when they're going to be here?
Yeah. Well, if you just let somebody else go first, then they might be here.
Well,
I don't want to go first.
You want to?
I don't want to go first either. That's the word. People don't even. They're not even coming in yet. There's only like 2 people here.
Well, I'm certainly not doing any more time, so I'm going to call a name, and if you want to come up at this time, that's great. If not, then that's your spot. So, boy, you guys are making me very, very happy. First up, we have Juan DeVevo. Juan DeVevo. Juan.
Yeah, can you do my intro?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
You have an intro? What do you? All right, hold on.
Yeah, I have it written out on a card for you.
There's
Don't you have to welcome the crowd?
No, there's no crowd. Welcome.
I think you should welcome the crowd, Brian.
Oh my gosh, I hate you all. Welcome everybody to open mic night here at.
You gotta.
Hold on, I'm getting it.
I started.
At Brian April's Funny Factory area. Oh my goodness!
Even the chicken is aghast.
That's right, Funny Factory area. Welcome. There's some drink specials. Make sure you take care of your wait staff. They work really hard for you. And we're going to bring up our first guest. All right. So this next guy is a really funny guy. I mean it. There's no way you're going to be able to say he's not funny. That's how funny he is. He was a regular at Shady Oaks Retirement Community before they moved bingo night. He's the youth worker at his church where he routinely loses it on middle schoolers during camp and has to apologize before he's sent home. He's subscribed to over 1 million channels on YouTube. He's been on Conan, Fallon, Corden, and The Price is Right. You can also catch him in the audience of any other show that gives away free tickets on Hollywood Boulevard. Let's give a warm welcome to Juan DeVevo.
Go on!
It's actually Juan DeVivo, but it's okay. So anyway, this is like anyway. I got some stuff for you guys. Here goes. My dog likes to eat grass. So why did I buy dog food? Speaking of food, sushi sounds like something you do when you have to take a woman to court. I got more. Hold on. Where was that? Where's my notes? I got my paper. Oh, I used to watch one of those court shows during work, but my boss said, stop watching. It's time for a meeting in the conference room. And I said, I object to not watching my court show. So, well, that's my time. Sorry. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
That was great. Give it up for Juan, everybody. Give it up for Juan.
That's
Good 54 seconds. You almost did a minute. Good job.
Yeah.
54 seconds. That includes the pauses for
pure
laughter.
thunder. Of pure comedic thunder. Should we like break it down? Should we discuss this at all? Or do we just keep going with the show?
Well, how do you run an open mic?
Normally I just go through this. I just go right through the show because after that,
get it over with. Right?
I do want to get it over with. It's all right. Well,
oh my stars!
Was that your first time on stage, Joanne?
I've been in front of people before, but maybe that was the first time they were listening.
Your friends say you're funny, right?
So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Coming up next, let's see who we have. The Peaches of Comedy.
Oh.
Who's the Peaches of?
That's me. I should go see if my friends are here. Can somebody else go? Is there anybody else who wants to go?
I have more. I didn't know I was going so short, so I could do more.
Oh yeah.
While we're waiting.
Oh yeah, Juan can do more time.
Yeah, why don't you put Juan back up on stage?
Can I share some of my time with Juan?
If you would like, sure. You want to? All right.
Hey,
I don't normally do this.
If you reintroduce me, just say you just seen him on this stage.
Here, wait. We'll put Brian back
Wait,
over
you
here.
you gotta tell people where they're at.
Tell people what's
Okay.
happening.
All right. Well,
Coming up.
I hope you guys are enjoying the show so far here at Brian's Laugh Train Tracks on Earth. What did I do? Where did I go wrong?
What have I
What have I done to deserve this? Oh my goodness!
Laugh
All right,
Train Tracks.
Laugh Train Tracks. All right. Well, we don't normally do this, but since this is a special show here at Brian April's Laugh Train Tracks, and I can do whatever I want since I make the rules, let's bring back that last guy again, Jim DeVivo.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It's good to see my mom made in here. She's somebody. It looks like her Uber showed up because she's got that DUI she's working on. So, you guys, have you heard about these smartphones? They, yeah, they're. I don't know if you have one, but they'll do your taxes for you. Yeah, but it's too late. I already did my tax. I'm married, and my wife, she loves our cat, but I don't like our cat. Marriage has its differences. You know, there's a lot of sports going on right now. Basketball, baseball, hockey, NASCAR, soccer. I wish I liked sports. You guys ever been on an airplane? Yeah, the seats are really small. It's like they ask a kid, "Hey, how should we design the seats?" And the kid says, "Only for kids." When I was a kid, I went to school. They would always give us homework. But I would just finish it in the hallway before my mom picked me up. I'm trying to get in shape, but I like M&Ms, so I guess I'll just eat those instead of exercise. This guy cut me off on the freeway yesterday, and he didn't even look back. It's like when my dad left me.
Oh.
Is that the time already?
Oh, is that time? Oh, thank you very much. Good night.
Yeah.
All I have time for.
Give it up for Jamie. Give it up for Jamie. All right, that was 3 minutes.
Oh, Brian.
Oh my gosh.
Brian.
Yes.
I still don't want to go on stage, but walk-ins are okay? Do you do walk-ins? Can we have a walk-in?
Sure.
It's a free clinic.
I got to tell you, I almost yelled no during your set when you were. I forget what question you asked. It's like, anyone like ice cream?
These cell phones?
And I just cell phone. I was like, no. I'm just like I'm really trying to control myself. And the pure disdain that you guys are dragging out of me for this terrible.
Yeah, I haven't reached the level of dealing with hecklers just yet. So thank you for being kind.
Oh, you're welcome. If you want to go back up later on, I'm sure. I think there's room.
My friend is here. My friend is here, but she would like to do a little bit of time.
Perfect.
Okay, what is her name?
I think just call her the Queen of Comedy, but she has a question too. You can introduce her real quick, and then she'll probably, she may have a question.
But don't forget, tell people where they are.
Ladies and gentlemen, hope you're enjoying. You guys having fun? You guys having fun so far? All right, here at Brian April's Knee Slapper's Knees. Knee Slapper Knees? Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to keep this show of fun and awesomeness rolling right along. Bringing up our next comedian, the Queen of Comedy.
Queen of Comedy. Here she is. Here. Let's do that.
Oh my god. Hi. I've never done comedy. I'm so excited to be here. But I have a prop. It's very echoey. I have a prop. Is it okay if I go get my prop? Okay.
Yay!
Yes, go get your prop, please.
Get your prop.
Oh,
Get
no.
your prop.
Oh, no,
It's a
Get
little-
your
Your
prop.
connection's a little bad, Queen of Comedy. Are you still there? Hang on.
Oh, it was really heavy. On stage with me?
She
No.
wants to bring it on stage with her.
No, you can't bring a dryer on stage.
If it doesn't, I know a really great way to sing the Star Spangled Banner.
You don't have.
Oh, well,
you don't
yeah.
have 3 minutes of non-dryer material.
Yeah.
that might be my time because everybody else is all robot-y.
Yeah. I'll take her out of there. But yeah, he said no. So that's all
Wow.
right.
Man, Brian,
Do we explain why that's funny?
you won't let her do a dryer material?
No.
Is it because you've already seen enough of
I
it?
have. I've seen a dryer. I've seen a dryer act, and I don't want to hack that. That's.
Okay.
Should I explain that for those who are?
Okay.
I've
it's
seen
your-
a
it's your
dryer
room,
rack.
man.
It is my
That might
room.
be the.
I'm just trying to kill time so that we can, so I can get through the show and be done. All right, real quickly. So I was running I'll do this real quickly. Dryer bar comedy. Oh boy. Yes, it is. Two of my favorite things. So I was running an open mic, and a comedian came up to me and was just like, "Hey, can I get on stage or whatever?" And I'd already filled out the show. I was like, "No, I'm sorry, we don't have any room." And he's like, "Oh, but I drove all the way from Anaheim." And I was like, "I drove from San Diego. What's your point?
Yeah.
Which is farther away than Anaheim." And he's like, "Oh, whatever." So I move time around. I reschedule. Everyone supposedly has a certain amount of time. So I take a little bit of time from people so I can get this guy. Okay, I can give you 3 minutes. He's like, "Well, gee, I'd really like 5. I'm like, "Well, too bad. Like, you're not getting 5. I can get you 3.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, all right, I guess." And so then he goes, "Oh, can I bring a prop on stage? Can I bring a dryer?" And I'm thinking like a hand dryer. I'm like, "Sure, fine, why not?" So he goes out to his car, comes wheeling in with a dolly, this giant Maytag dryer, full-size dryer, and the staff's looking at me like, "What is this?" And I go, what are you doing with that?" And he's like, "Oh, this is my dryer. I'm going to bring it on stage." I'm like, "No, you're not. First of all, this is at the Improv, which is like one of the premier comedy clubs in the country, comedy club chains in the country." And I was like, "You are not bringing that on stage." And he's like, "But I need it for my act." And I was like, "You don't have 3 minutes of non-dryer material?" He's like, "I just really need it." I go, "Look, either you don't bring it on or you don't go on." Like, he got all mad. And then he went on stage, reluctantly, and got on the mic, sat down on the stool, and was just like complaining. I got a prop for this. I got a dryer they bring on, but they wouldn't let me bring it on the show. So I guess I'm going to just eat this jar of mayonnaise. And he pulls out, I'm not even joking, pulls out a real jar of mayonnaise, unscrews the top, takes a spoon, and just, no jokes, no nothing, just sitting there eating mayonnaise, making the audience gag. And that went on for about 30 seconds. And then I went to the sound guy and said, "Cut his mic, cut the lights, put some music on." I went up on stage, kicked him off stage, took him, and that moved on. So that is why the dryer is very funny.
Oh my gosh.
No, I've never.
That's why I
heard
do
that
not
story.
allow. That's why I do not allow dryers on stage anymore.
I have a strict no dryer policy.
It's so funny that the Queen of Comedy would happen to have a dryer that she was trying to bring on.
I know, it's crazy.
The odds.
It's so crazy. And for those who are wondering what he did with the dryer, because I saw him at an open mic at some other place, turns out he strips down to his underwear, throws his clothes in the dryer, and does cartwheels in front while his girlfriend comes on the stage and reads poetry. So I'm sad I didn't get to see that on the big stage. So Anyway.
It's odd that you don't also now have a no jars of mayonnaise policy.
That's true. I'm a
You're
little
like,
more
"Those are
flexible
fine."
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fine. I'm a little more flexible. And that was the same night, which I'm just going to rant. I'm sorry. You got me going. It was the same night a Hasidic Jew went up on stage.
Triggered.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
A Hasidic Jew went up on stage to do a set. And for 1 minute just went, "It doesn't get any Jewier than this. It doesn't get any Jewier than this. It doesn't get any Jewier than this." And just repeated that for about a minute straight.
Did the first one get a laugh?
Yes. The
And then maybe the 10th
remaining
one.
27 did not. All right.
I'm wondering because it was kind of nice.
Check in with Snerd Bertley.
Oh, yeah. Let's check in with Snerd.
Oh,
Sure. Let me see if he's still available.
A pond full of mosquito larvae.
Yeah.
Comedy phone is ringing.
going.
And it's for all of us. The three Stews comedians are acutely aware of the great modern comedians, just as they were in season 1. There's
Yeah.
absolutely reason for rebuttal.
Snerd. Oh, Snerd. Since you
What does
paused
this
for-
mean?
aged.
Okay.
As so many want us to swallow, hook, line, and sinker.
All right.
that-
So I'll check in again.
All right. Well, let's just keep the show moving, shall we? Coming up next here tonight at the...
Oh, sorry. I was saying goodbye to Snerd and was not. Okay. Go ahead.
At the Brian April's Giggling Giraffe and Grill. That's not too far off, actually. All right, coming up. Peaches of Comedy, are you ready? Or is your party not here yet?
Well, hey, yeah, actually, can I bring up a friend instead?
Sure, you can bring up a friend. What is your friend's name?
I'm not actually sure. I think he just wants. Well, hang on. I'll send you his intro. It's in the private chat. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
That's in the private chat now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next comic was runner-up at the Boulevard Elementary Talent School or show. Sorry, he once came up with a joke very similar to one of Jerry Seinfeld's. He has a GoFundMe if you want to help him pay for headshots, a website, gas, housing, food, clothing, and jokes. Currently, only 45 minutes of material away from recording his new album titled "Indiana Jokes and the Laugh Crusade." Please help me welcome the Naptown Nut, the Hoosier Hoot, Luke McKinney.
Yay!
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. How are we doing tonight? Yes.
Hey.
Hey, are you two dating? No. Cool. Who's drinking tonight? Huh? Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So, my girlfriend bought me this hat, and I have a girlfriend, and she's been yelling at me a lot, and so I was like, "You better buy me a hat." So, I've been hearing a lot of like the phrase "get woke, go broke," and so like I guess that's for people who say they make money while they sleep. You know, it's like that old adage, "Don't wake a man while he's sleeping or working," or whatever the punchline's supposed to be. I saw a church sign last week. It was last Friday. It was on the east side of town. Yeah, east side of town. You guys know where Culver's is? No. Okay. It was a church sign, and it said "Can drive for the homeless." And I was like, homeless people don't have can openers. That's, you know. What about a homeless can drive by? You know, just hawking cans at the homeless. Yeah, because being mean to the homeless that's funny. That's funny. there's a store in my town called Menards. Yeah, Menards. It's like, well, Sack and Save is taken. Let's go with Menards. So, Fiber 1 bars, those should be called Fiber 2 bars, because, they make you go because of the fiber. There's another store in my town called U-Haul, which is very direct and literal. Like, I think it would only be more literal if it was you realize you have too much stuff. I think they should buy other stores and rename them. Like, if they bought Taco Bell, they could call it U-Poop. Yeah.
Oh, no.
No. Look out, Lowe's. Here comes Unards. And I also heard the phrase cattywampus, which I think is a talkative wampus. I don't know what that is. Like, hey, wampus, why are you so catty? Anyway, before I go, I have some merch for sale. I have some stickers. I have You Poop stickers, and Shut Up Wampus. They're $25. All right, thank you guys. Good night.
Yeah. Yes.
Luke McKinney, ladies and gentlemen. Luke McKinney.
Oh, yes.
I seriously hate you all. I really
That
do.
was my favorite.
Oh,
Gosh, that guy has potential. He's going places.
Yep, you're going to see him places on Cops and
Shut up, Wampus.
at Taco Bell. And all right, keeping the show moving right along. Right here tonight, we are coming to you live as only we can right here at the fine establishment of Brian April's House of Belly Guffaws. Oh, I'm getting to the throwing stage part of the night. Okay. I'm getting to the throwing stage part of the night. All right. Coming up next, we have JT Oaks.
Oh.
JT Oaks? JT. Why do people sign up and then take off? This is ridiculous. I don't know why. If you're not here, if you're not going to stick around, then don't put your name in. Anyway.
I just wrote like 3 more jokes. We got time. I can't take JT's time. I'll take that other guy's time, and then there's.
Yeah. He's got time.
Sure, you can have JT's time.
Okay. Wait,
right? That's the first rule of improv. Yes, and right.
Yeah,
isn't that right?
You got to introduce him, though.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen this guy twice already, and
Wait.
right here at Brian Mike April's open microphone. You've seen him once. You've seen him twice. Prepare to see him again. Jack DeVivo.
Okay, I got some new stuff I want to try on you guys. So here goes.
We're ready.
Last night it was raining. So why did I buy that white noise machine? Pizza really is the best food. So why don't they just make beans out of that? Yesterday, I was watching golf, and it takes them a long time to win at that game. It takes them like 3 days. Thank you. That's it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Jose DeVivo, ladies and gentlemen. Jose DeVivo. All right.
Woo!
Why don't they just make beans out of pizza?
Yes, Sarah, you were correct.
It's funny because it's true.
This was the best idea we've ever had. Excuse me.
The night Brian lost it. That was the night they broke Brian.
Brian lost his confidence.
That's right.
The night that he murdered
All right.
everyone.
Peaches of Comedy, are you ready yet?
Yeah, I'm. Well, okay. I've got a joke.
All right.
Do you have a couple of jokes? Okay.
You got,
Yeah, I've got some.
did you introduce her yet?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
Hear it.
you know, we always pride ourselves on discovering new talent here at Brian April's Humor Hinge. You know, this next person, this is your first time on stage? First time ever on stage. So, you know, comedy takes a lot of things. It takes a lot of courage to do. And you might be seeing the next Chris Rock. You might be seeing the next Jerry Seinfeld here tonight. They all start somewhere. This might be this might be them, and you can say you were here. So please, for the three of you remaining, please welcome Peaches of Comedy.
Thanks. So, hot flashes. Because I'm a woman, you guys are men. None of you, like, go with me here, because you don't know what it's like. And I'm pretty young, but, like, still, they're, like, hot flashes. And that's not all. Also, we get paid less, like, you know, to work and do the same job. What's that all about? You know, look, like, I'm not saying that men aren't funny. I'm just saying women can be funny too. And so, and if you're not enjoying this, like, you know, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying. So, how much time have I done so far?
You got 30 seconds. You're good.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's basically what I had for tonight. But like
all right.
Yeah.
Peaches,
Okay.
Peaches of
All right,
Comedy. There we go. Peaches of Comedy. Proving that women are indeed funny. So make sure you take note, men.
Yep.
So hot flashes.
Hot flashes.
Am I right?
I got a call back.
That's right.
This is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
Also,
She'll be available for children's parties and Christmas functions. All right. Very nicely done. Well, congratulations, honestly, on your first time on stage. That was you were on
takes
stage.
courage,
Good job.
you
It
know?
sure does.
Yeah.
It sure does. Good job.
You represented your gender.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
You represented them.
Okay, well,
Snerd Bertley one more time before.
Oh yeah, you want to check in and see if Snerd's still going?
See if he's
All right.
still.
He might have gone home, you know, by the time he realizes that we stopped listening. But we'll see what he did.
And what is served hot out of this oven may be surprising to the palate,
There he is.
and to some distasteful, revolting, and vomit-inducing.
Yeah.
To some it may be a triumph, and to others, a rousing defeat. But at the end of the day,
Snerd.
it is comedy, and it only makes sense
Snerd.
by comedians.
We just wanted to ask
In a
a
fourth
question.
season, now in progress,
Okay.
SCQS intends to illustrate various
right.
aspects of this historic.
There you go.
all right. Well, we're going to keep this. We only have 74 more comics to go. 74 more comics to go.
It's a short.
Hang around,
Yes,
everybody.
It's a short show. Okay. Coming up next, actually, I think this might be our last comedian of the night. Or do we have any surprise guests that I'm not aware of?
we're pretty close to the end. My friends never came, other than the 2 that I put on stage. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Just making sure. Jimmy, do you want to go back on stage? You good?
That's all I have for now. Next
That's all you
week
got?
I'll have
Okay.
more stuff, yeah.
All right, perfect. Yeah, we'll see you next week. That'll be great. Okay. So coming up next, thankfully, ladies and gentlemen, here at Brian Aprille's Comedy Zen Bobana Boben Fee Phi Momana, Brian Aprille. I don't think I quite said it right. Could you pop that back up again? Because I want to make sure that our sponsors get the full effect. Brian Aprille's Comedy Zen Bobana Fanana Bana. Okay, I'm so done. Okay, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Zen Boben Banana Fana Fofen Comedy Brian Aprille Chuckle Hut, where comedy goes to die. Ladies and gentlemen, and seriously, if you ever wrote this in real life, I would crumble this up in your face and just say no. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves to witness the comedic genius of John Branyan, the one and only laugh master who has won more comedy awards than there are stars in the galaxy. This man has left audiences in stitches on every continent on Earth, and even performed for the astronauts aboard the International Space Station. John Branyan's wit is so sharp, it has been known to slice through steel, and his sense of humor so powerful that it can make an elephant laugh until it sprays water out its trunk. He has been hailed as the king of comedy by royalty, and his jokes are said to have cured countless cases of depression and low self-esteem. One, I can tell you, it probably will not. One case it will not. But it's not just his comedy that's impressive. John Branyan is a true Renaissance man, having also achieved world-class status in juggling, ventriloquism, and underwater basket weaving. He holds the record for the most simultaneous juggling patterns while reciting the alphabet backwards, and once performed a ventriloquist act while scuba diving with great white sharks. So get ready to witness the most hilarious and awe-inspiring performance of your life, courtesy of the one and only John Branyan. It's not every day you get to experience a comedic legend in action, so buckle up and prepare for a night of laughter and wonder that you'll be talking about for years to come. John Branyan.
Thank you.
It's working.
I am lactose intolerant. I can't have dairy products without getting an upset stomach. And when my stomach is upset, I am upset. Why did the lactose intolerant person refuse to go to the dairy farm? Because he knew that they couldn't handle the herd mentality. If I accidentally consume something with lactose in it, I experience unpleasant digestive symptoms. And when my digestion is unpleasant, I am unpleasant. I have to be careful about what I eat because of my lactose intolerance. In other words, I have to tolerate my intolerance. Why did the lactose intolerant ghost haunt the milk aisle? Because it was a dairy poltergeist. Living with lactose intolerance means that I have to read labels carefully and avoid certain foods that contain lactose, to be specific. They upset my stomach. And when my stomach is upset, I am upset. As someone with lactose intolerance, I have to be creative with my food choices to ensure that I'm getting proper nutrition. I can't eat from all of the food groups. The dairy group is not a food group that's in my group. I wish I could have cheese and ice cream like everybody else, but unfortunately, I'm lactose intolerant. That prevents me from enjoying those foods. Somebody said, hey, have frozen yogurt. And I'm like, yeah, right. But that's dairy too. I'm lactose intolerant. Hello. Do you know why I got a tattoo of a cow? To remind myself of what I can't have. Lactose intolerance is a common condition that affects many people, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. There's no shame in milkshakes. It's not a milk shame. I'm lactose intolerant. While it can be inconvenient, managing lactose intolerance is manageable and a necessary part of my life. You know how you normal people shouldn't drink gasoline? Well, it's like that for me, only with milk. When my boss ordered pizza for his office, I said, I guess I'll just have to take a slice of lactose intolerant. When my friend offered me ice cream, I said, I'm sorry, I'm lactose intolerant, but I appreciate the consideration. I've learned to embrace my lactose intolerance and find joy in alternative dairy-free options. I can have all the duct tape I want because it's non-dairy. What did the lactose intolerant person say when asked to drink milk? No way. Lactose intolerance doesn't define me, but it's part of who I am and something I have to be mindful of in my daily life. I don't think about it all the time. Sometimes I'm asleep. That's all my time. But before I go, I'm selling shirts. Yeah. Want some milk? No way. And then there's some cheese at the bottom of the shirt. They're $20 in the back of the room, and I will sign them. Thanks. I'm John Brady.
I'm done. I quit.
Take us home, Brian. One more time.
Take us home, Brian.
Just
say goodnight
us,
to everybody.
Remind us one more time.
Well, that's our show. Thank you guys so much for coming out here, Brian April's fabulous, funny friends. I think the nothing speaks more truth than that title. So, thank you guys so much for being here. Stay tuned next week when we have. I don't know who's here next week. I don't even know. Anyway, we'll be here next week, and yeah, thanks for being here.
You can go to johnbranian.com and join the Comedy Click and support more content like this. Especially if you'd like to see more open mics hosted by Brian Apprille, there's the website, johnbranian.com. Join the Click. You can then get access to our after party. We're going to be partying after the show here tonight. The link is on the homepage.
We're going to be reviewing all of the names for Brian April's open mic that we didn't use tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, one more thing. We'll probably better check into Snerd one more time and make sure.
Which has been made in several
See.
quarters. That because of their fascination with new systems and alien theories.
So I think he's probably going to be going for a while.
The modern
we'll
tilt of...
We'll just let him go. You can support Juan DeVivo by going to castingcrowns.com, find out where his little band is going to be. Also, JT Oaks wasn't with us tonight, but his website's johnthomasoaks.com, and he's our musical genius, the guy who wrote the website or the theme song. So go and support him. Also, youtube.com/comedybrian. If you want to get in touch with Brian and give him
before he goes into hiding and never seen or heard from again.
That's where you can do it. So I don't know. Should we read the credits tonight, guys? Should we tell some jokes as we head out?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yes, we should read.
Okay.
Oh.
You can make quick jokes. Write quick jokes about the.
I've already got dozens
John's
of jokes.
loaded. He's got one in the chamber.
Well, you are the laugh master, so I expect nothing less.
Hey, Comedy Click, you guys. Jenny Anderson is lactose intolerant.
I knew it.
Baumgartner she likes to eat pizza beans.
Brenda Erickson, lactose intolerant.
Oh, Ken Corsten, he was playing golf with the other guys with golf.
You know who's lactose intolerant? Stephen Peters.
Andrea Teeter she has a cat, and it's bad. It's not a good cat.
Hot flashes.